today we need to remove these reversing sensors, and to do this we are going to need to remove the rear bumper. So I'm going to show you how to get the bumper off and how to get those sensors out. So although this is an R52, the process is the same for an R50 or an R53 as well. The bumpers all come off the same on these cars. Now first of all, before you start taking anything off, have a quick look under the bottom here. Make sure you don't have any securing parts down there. Sometimes there is a screw in the centre where this fog light is that's held in, or a bolt. You will need to remove that. On the R52 you will need to remove the hinge covers, which I will circle on the screen now, before being able to remove the rear bumper. On an R50 and an R53 this is not required. We'll start with the easiest part, which is open the boot lid, and there are two securing screws on the edge of the bumper. On the R53, I'll overlay it on the screen, but there are like little rubber stops with a Phillips screw in the middle. You will need to undo those. And this is just a Phillips screw. So there's one here, one on the same section on the opposite side. The next part you will need to do is pull up this arch trim, because there is a screw underneath here as well. Now this car is going to be scrapped, but all you will need to do is just very gently lift there, and you can see the screw hiding just down here. If I zoom in a little bit, there's your screw right there. So we need to undo that. Again, same on both sides, and that is another Phillips screw. So this is inside the arch lining. Now there are two of these plastic arch lining screws that hold this bumper into the crash bar on the back. Now unfortunately with these, as they get older, these do start to play up, and you can see if I spin this one to undo it, the whole thing is just moving round. Now for this I use one of these trim tools and put it up the back, and then it holds it a bit firmer, and it should help that come out. If you wedge it forward slightly, so you're applying constant pressure against it, you can see that's helped it come out of there. If you're really struggling with these clips are available to buy off a place like Amazon, eBay, AliExpress, places like that. If it's not coming out, what I tend to do is heat up a screwdriver on the end, one of these Phillips ones like this, get it quite nice and hot, and then push it through the centre, and that will make that pop out. Now the other one is down here, which is a bit hidden away, but there is no plastic arch lining screw in that one. But you will need to remove both this one down here and this one up here, so that the bumper will then become loose. Same on the other side. I'm going to quickly go around there and do that, and then I'll join you back in a minute. So actually, what I was saying about that bolt earlier, it does have it in there. It's by the fog light, and if I zoom in a little bit you can see it just up there. That, so it's hiding away a little bit. This is an 8mm. Obviously I can't film the undoing of it, but I'll circle it on the screen just so you can see it. It won't come off without that being removed, so make sure you take that out, and yeah, then the bumper should come loose. Yeah, just so you can see, this is the bolt that's in there. So the rest of it is Phillips screws or those plastic arch linings, and you've got that one tiny bolt just hiding up by the exhaust there. So make sure you undo that. You'll know, because if you go to pull the bottom, it won't move like that. It will be quite solid, which means something's securing it about here. So yeah, take a good look. Make sure you get that off before you try to remove the bumper, otherwise you might damage it. Right, last thing is just to lift up this weather strip along here. It won't make a huge amount of difference on these R52s, but on the R53s you may feel that it is held in by that weather seal, so just lift it up, move it out of the way. Now obviously with this one, when we move the bumper forward, there is going to be the reversing sensors on there, so I'm just going to grab a little stool or something to put down here, because this car's quite high up. I don't want to break any of the wiring to it, so I'll be back in a minute, just so I can grab something to rest the bumper on. Right, so I've got this little fishing stool. I don't actually do any fishing, in case anyone was wondering, but my father-in-law does, or did. He passed away, and we had to do a little bit of a clear out, and I thought it's quite useful. Right. As you can see, it is loose, but it is quite tight because of the tailgate here. So need to just get that over there. It sort of slid onto some clips, so there we go. Just have to push down on the top a little bit just to free it off. This car's very, very dirty as well. There we go. There we go. Right, so fog light wiring. In fact, let me get a towel and I'll quickly show you what it looks like down the back. So you can see you've got your PDC wiring here and your fog light wiring down there. What we don't really want to do is have that hanging, so I'm going to unplug all of these and then we can take the whole bumper off and we can get the sensors out whilst the bumper's not on the car, because it'll be a lot easier. This is a very strange angle to film at, but I'm trying to show you how these sensors come out. So you pull these wings out quite far, and then the sensor will lift up and out. So you can see it's got quite a bit of gunk on it. Well, if I clean it off, they are sort of black and the end's just been painted, but it shows you a different angle of how they come out. So hopefully that will prove useful to some of you. Hopefully you've all found that useful. If you have, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Leave a thumbs up, put a comment down below, all the usual things. Go and check out the main channel for mini projects, including what's going on with this R52. And if you want to see any other how-to videos on the channel, then get them down in the comments below. I'll make some notes, and when we get around to doing a job like that, we'll cover it off. I'll catch you on the next one.